Very thin, very thin. The thinner, the better. The thinner, the easier to work with, the faster it melts down.
Wow.
So I'm pancaking this. Over here, I'm clearing the gap, and you can see how it just flows a little bit more efficiently when there's less mass to heat up.
Less what?
Mass to heat up and melt down.
Okay.
So now I'm right here. It's hardened already.
Yeah.
And that's very close to ruining the strand, so I want to cut downward. There we go. Trimmed. Now I'm folding it over. It's so brittle right now that you can just break it. So right now I want to be careful.
Okay.
Casting this part on again. The hot glue's still there, so I'm going to start from the outside. And do the middle last. There are greens on the shelf. Over there, some canned greens, mixed greens. As you can see, it was a lot easier to melt that on as a strand, and as it acts more like solder. I've never worked with this type of stuff before on this level that I'm working with it at. So right now I miscut it, but that's not bad because it's still connected, and I'm able to feed it. So what I'm going to do instead is just move this out of the way. Make sure this doesn't catch me off guard by clipping me or moving something. So now I'm continuing the cast. And after the cast is done, I'm going to reassemble it, and it should be good.
Wow. That's good, really sharp edge.
And you can see how the cast is giving you a lot of strength, so I can't do anything with this strand, so what I'm going to do is just truncate it like that, and then I'm going to continue to create another one.
Wow.
Ooh, check this. See how brittle it is? I have to be very careful at this point.
Wow.
So I'm notching this. I'm notching his glasses too, so it will stick in and it'll have a groove to go into. And if it flows into the groove, and see the groove? If it melts into the frame, then I'll also give it support for holding it together. And I'm just slowly, lightly going over it, and it's all melting and adhesing together.
Hey, can I log you out of Facebook?
Yeah, totally. Do what you got to do. Add me, hit me up.
Alright, that's good. Let me search for
And now I'm just filling it in. There are holes inside just because the way that it's melted and melted on. So if you go over it with a soldering iron, it will all melt downward and fill in those holes.
Wow.
And the most important part is just creating the scorching the glasses, and then creating a groove for the solder to flow into, the plastic solder. You see the groove that I created? It's creating a notch for it to hold on to.
Wow.
And to give it something to grip that it will fill.
Oh.
So we're going to file this part down where it actually sits on the nose, so it's more comfortable for the person. But for right now, the most important thing is to get the cast all around, and then file it as needed.
Okay.
This is one of the coolest hacks I've ever done, hack fixes. I must say that I've ever done.
You do camera too or no?
Camera, no, not much camera, but I like working with things and figuring stuff out. My specialty. So I need to make more solder. As you can see, it takes a lot of solder. Some of this burns off as well. Toxic, so I gotta be careful.
Smells strong, yes.
So this is all just dead. Let's make a new piece. Let's do a clean cut. There you go. Make sure the soldering iron's clean. And then I'm doing it a little bit faster because I know how it flows more efficiently now.
You're pancaking out?
Pancaking. And this is similar to what a MakerBot does, except a MakerBot melts it down completely into a liquid and then layers it, very fine layers. And as you can see, I've taken off all the excessive parts, so it's easier to work with. So this was on a spool, so it's still bent and it's staying bent, so I'm bending it the other way. Got to be careful that it doesn't hit the project I'm working on or knock it off balance.